The 141st Kentucky Derby takes place this Saturday, and while the media and population seem to be more focused on the so-called fight of the century, $2 million is up for grabs as the world's fastest thoroughbreds go head-to-head. Today I'm joined with SBR's very own Jay Price, an expert on horse racing betting, to give and dissect his own values, his own aspects of what goes into sports betting and horse racing. Now, Jay, sportsbooks are already predicting that this will be the third most profitable sports betting weekend in history. We have the NFL draft rounding up, the Yankees meet the Red Sox, and the so-called fight of the century between Mayweather and Pacquiao. Now, while both boxing and horse racing are synonymous with sports betting, just how profitable is the Kentucky Derby from a betting standpoint, and how can the usual fan get involved with the action? So the concept of betting on horses might seem simple enough, but it seems there are quite a few misconceptions when it comes to projecting performance. Obviously, backing the favorite offers a smaller payout, but are we only costing ourselves by focusing our attention further down the list of contenders?
80% of the time since 1970, the winner has come either first or second in their last prep race. And typically this is one of the key prep races with a lot of classy horses involved. Another kind of angle I like to look at as well is to see if the horse is making some positive moves in the race prior to the Derby. Particularly, I like to look at in between the first and the second call of the race, or what's known as the far turn. And if you see a horse going backwards right there, which is kind of like a key stretch where you really want your horse kind of starting to make a move forward to contend for the win. If you see like them losing positions or losing lengths or grounds to the leader, you might want to toss these guys out. Only 3 have hit the board since 1992 that have gone backwards during this stretch. So, look at these kind of form angles, if you will, to help you determine your bet for the Derby.
Okay, then Jay, let's talk profit. With multiple betting options on offer, where would you like to focus your efforts? And when looking at overall winner markets compared to matchup markets, where should the rookie bettors test their luck?
My first words of advice would be to set a limit. I don't really like to sprinkle my bets, typically, but with the Kentucky Derby, it's kind of like a holiday. So I like to kind of go for certain value throughout the race. And depending on how I feel like the race is going to shake out is what kind of wager I'm really looking to play. In this particular race, most of the key contenders are very forwardly placed horses or front runners. So I expect a few of these favorites to be in the money. However, a lot of them have some question marks to how much distance they can carry. So I'll probably be playing like a trifecta, with a small superfecta, and look to put a huge, longer priced horse in that third or fourth position. With every Kentucky Derby, I always play matchup bets as well. There's a lot of value to be found in these, pitting one horse versus the other. And if you look at certain angles that, might not stick out to your novice bettor, think about stamina and class and pace. Just don't get picked up on speed. You can find some really good angles to play with here.
All right, it's definitely a lot to consider. Very exciting stuff going down this weekend. Once again, expert handicapper Jay Price with his free breakdown on your best plays and positions to take on the Kentucky Derby going down this weekend. If you want more info from the races, Jay wrote up an entire betting guide to the Kentucky Derby. You can find in the links below this video. And also comment below, let us know who you're backing in the race for a possible feature on our next show. And for all the best free predictions and selections on the Triple Crown, keep it locked right here with us at Sportsbook Review.